it's like, definitely I noticed that when I went down inclines, like a bad incline like this one is, that is not, that's a perfect example of a Costa Rican incline because it's not ADA
that one's not ADA, but that one's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but that's what you can expect at home, like worn down like terrain and stuff like that. So when I really felt my body balance just not be too good, and I don't remember that. I don't know. Obviously I felt the butterflies, the fear with the C300, but I don't remember it feeling that bad.
Because it doesn't rock as much. No, it will not. A rear-wheel drive and a mid-wheel drive will not rock as much as a mid-wheel drive.
Okay, so yeah, but
so anytime you go up and down an incline, you will feel that rocking in a mid-wheel drive.
No, but I'm just saying for myself. I felt it a lot less with the front wheel.
Right.
And
of course,
that's the major thing I noticed. For the grass, I mean, when I got into, I did it on purpose. When I got into unlevel territory, the wheels started skidding, and like that's why I had to go back.
As long as you can go back, that's great. But if you can't go back, then you're stuck.
At home, I can't do that sometimes because I have like dirt roads on one side, dirt roads on the other, and this on the front, and like people.
What's this on the front?
People sometimes like we're going through a street. People are not. I don't do that too often, but people are not respectful of like.
Not courteous.
Of like space. So if you're doing construction, they just leave things there. I don't know. I'm just thinking of the worst. So.
Okay, if you're thinking of the worst, what's the norm? If you're thinking of the worst, what's the norm?
The norm is that, I mean, there's a lot of places that starting to have accessibility, but there's always at least once a month where I go somewhere where I randomly have to go to it, and the ramp is like built on top of a gutter. No, people laugh, but it's true.
I know that.
And
to be honest, that's the exact reason we're telling you that this is probably not going to be the right base.
Could you come forward?
Everything that you just said is the exact reason that we're telling you that this is not the appropriate base for the environment that you're going to be using it
in. Yeah.
Period.
Hey, what do you like about the chair?
I mean, this is a chair that's like brand new in the market. It's like 1 year old. It's just brand new.
Right. So no one's had a chance to really evaluate how it really works.
Yeah.
So in 2 years you could find out there's a big problem, but we won't really know that because it's too new.
Yeah.
Like I said, this isn't a TV. A TV, you want the biggest, bestest, brand newest thing. With equipment that your life depends on, you want something that works and is proven to work.
Yeah, especially if they can't fix it.
Especially if you're 4,000 miles away from being fixed.
And we don't even have a rep yet. I don't know. Do you know?
You don't have a rep.
I know we don't, but I heard from Rudy 6 months back that they were trying to establish something within 6 months. Is there still that possibility?
As far as I know, not right yet. But I don't really know. That would be a question more for Rudy or Brad.
Okay. I have to...
It takes a lot of work to move into a different country to do business.
Explain that very quickly.
Well, just the legalities of working in another country are different than the United States. So you have to build a second corporation in that company, in that country, and then you have to find qualified individuals and train them and certify them. So if it takes me a couple of years to get certified, it could take a couple of years to get people down there. Even if they start feeling to build an infrastructure, if they started today, it would be a little while before they had an up and running infrastructure down there, and then it would be determined heavily on how much business they can do. If Permobile opened up down there and nobody could afford their chair, well, I don't know how viable it would be for them to stay down there.
But
but that's a question to ask Permobile, not me. If they feel that they're going to be servicing Latin America,
Rudy told me in the how do you say, in the middle term, not even the short term, but he told me in the middle term, he's opening up, I think, the Caribbean, and he's opened parts of South America, which is exactly like us.
Even other companies like Invacare and Quantum, who have reps down there, they don't work for Invacare and Quantum. They're private companies who are contracted. So you don't have the same service. Like Quantum, not Quantum, but Pride Mobility, they don't do Quantum chairs down there because their distributor in Latin America is not capable of doing high-end stuff like this. They wouldn't know what to do with it. So they don't do stuff like this down there. They do basic stuff down there because you don't have qualified, certified people, and they're hard to find, and they're hard to find, reliable.
So realistic, money, capital, and also knowledge of the fact that people could afford it, and also
that's like the smallest part of it, is whether or not you can build a business down there. It's whether or not you're able to support the business. Are you able to hire enough people to cover the entire geographic area that are qualified to service, repair, sell, operate, reprogram, and do all the things that need to be done to these chairs in a timely fashion so that your users don't get to the point where they're like, I don't want to use this chair because I can't get help from the company. Those are the things that determine whether or not you get into that sort of situation. Again, that's nothing to do with me. That would be Permobile. If they open up down there and they're able to support it, great. That's awesome. That's great for you, especially because then you'll have a local support service.
But
I think that
then you don't.
What's going to happen, or what I would suspect, and what Rudy was kind of suggesting a few months back, was they're not going to open a Permobile representation there flatly, but they're going to subcontract out,
Exactly.
and they're going to train for basic stuff.
Exactly.
But that would still give me like some hope to just do basic, and then if it's really complex, I ship it to you. Just one last thing, if this really breaks down, what's the easiest way for me to ship it up to you?
I have no idea. Getting it to me, the best thing you could do, the fastest way to do it would probably be to get an airline ticket and put it in the bottom of the plane and ride back with it. Fly back with it.
You? Or
no,
whoever?
you. Not me. I don't have a passport. You have to bring it to me. You buy an airline ticket, you fly it in. That's the fastest way to do it. If you ship it through freight, it's going to go through customs. It's going to take longer. So if you need a major repair done and you need to get it to me, your best bet is to ride your butt to the airport in it, put it in the plane, get in the plane with it, come to America, come to Florida, let us deal with it, and then you return trip back. If you fly it freight, it could get stopped at customs. It could get held in the yard for 30 days. You have no guarantees when you deal with that sort of thing when you're shipping internationally. I have these problems when I get stuff from Quickie because their warehouse is in Mexico, and the parts take forever because of customs.
So